What's going on, guys? I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted a video, but just been really busy. But today, I'm gonna give you a little update on the cars here. They're doing really good. I actually took the my boosted one here to a meet up in Columbia. I didn't film any of that, but it was kind of last minute. But she did good. Had some fun on the way back. Today, I'm gonna do. I have this rear window delete, and I have to install a lock actuator for this car. So the driver's side, and for these cars, if you own RSX or anything like this, you know that the driver's side lock actuator actually pretty much controls all the other locks. So if you use your keyless remote, if your driver's side door or lock actuator is bad, then it won't communicate with the rest and it won't unlock your car. So that's the problem I'm having today. Well, it's sporadic. I think the one I put in here about 2 years ago was an eBay one, and it's acting up on me. So I got a little bit. This ain't an eBay one. I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know. But I got another one here, and then I got this rear wiper delete back there. So I'll be doing that today. Like I said, both cars are running good. Just haven't been able to post much lately. Been kind of busy, but that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, I'm gonna go tear that door apart. I'll walk you through how you take the door panel off, get to the actuator. It's gonna be a pain in the butt because it's in a really tight spot, and you have these two clamps, I guess you would call it, wire prongs or whatever, to undo, which are hard. But I'll walk you through how I'm doing that, and then we can go. So I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so we got the door panel here. This is the driver's side. There's a couple things you need to do to get this off. So you see right in here, you have a cover. If you take this cover off, there's gonna be a screw here. There's gonna be, you can see down here, there's gonna be one right here in this hole here, and then another right here in this hole. So you see that one. You probably can't see that one because it's dark, but you got that one. So you got 2, 3. That's all I know off the top of my head. I'm trying to do this from memory from the last time I did this, which was a couple years ago. But once you get this off, oh, you also have to take this cover off too here. And then once you got these screws off, let me make sure that's the only ones. Yeah. So you'll start popping the tabs because these are at the bottom here. You can start put your fingers in here, start pulling up all the way. Then once you got that, you'll pull this out, and then you'll lift it up. And then you make sure you want to clear your lock there. So you pull it up, and then you don't want to immediately take it away because you have connectors for the lock and then the window controls. So once you get that, then you undo those. So let me go ahead and really quick take all these screws out, take that off, and all that, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Alright, so I got all the screws out. There's actually 2 screws right here, if you can see. 1, 2. 2 here, 2 here. Those are the screws here. You gotta take this piece off. There's no screw behind here that holds the door panel here. It's just when you go to lift it up, this will stop you from lifting the whole panel up. So you gotta take that off. So you got 2, 2. That's it. So now I can start pulling from the bottom. See if I can do that now. There you go. So you just snap. If I can get it. There you go. So you got that. But before I do that, I almost forgot to do this. You see here, this is the cable for the actually open up your door, and then this is the connector for the lock switch here. So all I do here is, you see that tab right here? All you do is pull up a little bit and twist it. You gotta be careful you don't want to break this because this is what holds, this clip right here is what holds this cable in. So if you break that, this cable might come loose. You won't be able to open up your door from the inside. So you get that, and then there's your connector, simple connector. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but let me see if I can get it. There you go. Take that, sit to the side. Now you're free here. You won't really be able to, I guess you could kind of, but I usually unconnect this after I pull up the whole panel. I'll lift it all up and then disconnect it. So let me see if I can do that one-handed. Oh, I forgot, there's one more screw here. So there's actually a total of 3. I always forget this one. But right here, so you got 2 here, 1 here, 2 at the bottom. So let me go ahead and
take this one off.
There you go. See now how easy it is right here. Just be careful. Then you just lift up. See, this side lifts up, that side lifts up. It's a little tricky doing this one-handed, but that's all you gotta do. So let me go ahead and put this down. I'm gonna hurry and disconnect this real quick, and then I'll tell y'all how to get up in here for the actual lock actuator's back in here. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so the door panel is off. This is what it looks like. This protective film right here, this is what keeps the I guess the outside air when you're driving coming in, seeping through your actual door panel. So this is good to keep, especially in the winter. So when you're driving in the winter, you don't have cold air coming through your door panel. So this is good to keep. As you can see, I have tape up here from where I took it off in the putty here, or the tacky stuff here. It doesn't really hold anymore over time, so I just taped it up. So that's what the tape is for. But to get to your lock actuator, we're going to have to peel all this off, or peel it back, and then get to the lock actuator. So that's the next step there. Alright, so got the protective film lifted up. See the tacky stuff there. I just tucked it up over here. The actual lock actuator, these are actually the 2 connectors right here, but you can't really see. It's gonna be hard to get in here, but you see it down there. You see those 2 connectors down there? Those are 2 connectors that's actually connected to the lock actuator. First thing you want to do is you can take those clips off, and then you want to, if you can see, you see this long right here, that rod, that gold rod right there. You'll take that off. That's actually attached to the door handle, and that actually opens the lock here, or the actual door. And then you see that silver one behind it, going up and down. You gotta take that one off too. And the clips right there are similar to the clips that were right up here at the door. So you just pry up a little bit and then swivel, and they'll swivel and they'll come right off. So those are the 2 things you need to take off. And then once you take those 2 things off, you look on the side of the door here, you got 3 bolts, and it's all one unit. So you have the door lock here, you have the actuator, and those 2 rods right there. So that's all one unit, and it'll all come straight out. So once you take those 2 rods out from the inside, disconnect these 2 connectors, and then these 3 bolts, and the whole unit should come right out. So let me get that real quick. The only thing I remember, if I remember correctly, this gold rod right here is difficult to get out because there's the way it goes through. There's a larger end at the other side, so when you go to back it out, it makes it hard. But that's the only thing that's pretty difficult on this thing is this. I believe it's this rod, if I remember correctly. But once you get those 2 out, get these 2 connectors and those 3 bolts, and the whole unit should come out. And then that's when you can actually take the actuator from the unit and put the new one in there. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is what the unit looks like. There's the actual actuator right here, and here's the new one I have there. But there's a couple things I didn't mention when I was taking this out. There's a bolt. Where's this bolt go? I think it goes right around here. I think it's right here, actually. And then this bolt actually holds the window track right here. This is the window track. So this is what the window goes up and down on. So that was actually right here, if you could see it right there. And you take that bolt out, and you move this out the way like this, and then that will free up this whole unit as well. There's this guide piece as well that goes up like this on the other side, and actually rests on this here. And then there's a clip right here that attaches to this right here. And then you take that clip off, you take this off, and then that'll also free up this. So once you get these 2 rods off, this rod, the gold one, and then this silver one here, and then those 3 bolts back here, move that clip and that bolt there to free up everything, and then it just comes right off. So now that you have this off, you can actually, if you don't want to replace the actuator right here hanging, you can just take this clip, which is just similar to all the other clips here, take that off, pop this off, and then you have this free to work with. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that off and then show you how I'm gonna replace this here. So let me get to that. Alright, so I got the whole unit free here. Take the screw off there, and this whole bracket should come off, and this actuator should come off from there. So I'm gonna do that. Careful not to lose these parts here. Right here. Just slide. It's gonna slide. Got a little tab here that you need to move. Let me go get my flathead real quick. Alright, so move this tab. That comes off, and you see this here, and you see this here. So this is what turns, and this is what locks or unlocks the actual lock here. So you just want to make sure that lines up with that when you put the new one on. This is my new one, and they look like they line up. If you look right here at the old one here, new one here, it looks like it lines up. And so just stick it back in, fits right there. Put the bracket back on. Like I said, make sure these are in the same spot. Just like that. Alright, that's it. So that's it right there. The new actuator is installed. Everything looks good. Now you just gotta throw it back in there and pretty much do reverse order of what you did to take it out. Might be a little tricky to get back up in there because you have these three things hanging in there, but it should be alright. But that's it right there. Alright, so I got everything back in, everything buttoned up. So there's my door unlocked right here. There you go. You gotta lock it. There we go. You gotta unlock it. See? It works now. Everything works. So, yep, that's how you do that. That's how you install the lock actuator there. And it's basically the same for the driver or the passenger side as well. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna move on to installing the rear windshield wiper delete. Kind of hard to say, but yeah. I'm not really gonna show you much of doing that. It's basically bolt on, bolt off. But I'll show you how it looks before, or like with the wiper and then without the wiper. And I got this off of Amazon for like 10 bucks or something like that. So it's a cheap one. But let me go ahead and get that done, and then I'll show you how it looks. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. My car with the rear windshield wiper or without it. I personally like it without it. This makes it look a lot cleaner, and I just like it. But thanks for watching. Go ahead and give me a like, Go ahead, subscribe. Go ahead, comment. Do all that stuff. Thanks for watching.